Hey guys, we're back with some more Highway Blossoms. This one won't be the finale. We're close to the end though. I know that. I remember looking up how much further we had. I think there's about like 90 minutes left. Maybe 2 hours. Give or take. Mostly giving, I think. Or taking. It's one of those. Either giving or you're taking. Not both. Anyway, yeah. It's been a couple days since I recorded Highway Blossoms. Kind of got burnt out on it. Talking with Mariah about relationship problems, yeah. You can tell how enthusiastic I am. Everything after, like, well, the Vegas scene wasn't terrible, I guess. But everything after they got the treasure has been like, eh. You know? Just, you know. I guess the, what's it? Well, no. I forget. Yeah, like the thermometer scene, that wasn't bad either, but just... It's lost its way. Needs to watch Kill to Kill. I stay silent and stare at the ceiling, mulling over everything that's happened, searching for the right words I couldn't even give to Marina.
I said that I don't care! Not that I'm willing to wait all night so you can steal my time, too.
Just give me a minute. I'm not really used to... this.
I'm not sure if I love or hate Mariah's drunk voice. It's one of those. Oh, Seiji's gone. Taking a deep breath, I look past Mariah, unwilling to let her see my shame. The single shred of pride I have left snaps, and I let all the weakness come fumbling out.
I met Marina a little after my grandpa died. He was...
Look, I'm still not convinced he's dead. All I'm saying. My chest tightens.
He was my best friend. My parents didn't want me. But he did. He raised me in that motorhome. He didn't have to, but he took care of me anyway.
Mariah sips out her beer, listening in silence. No smarmy remarks or deluded ramblings.
So, when I was a kid, I decided I was gonna take care of him too. Gratitude, you know? Gratitude for a lot of things.
Oh, Mariah's gone.
His love, his acceptance, the music.
I stifle a laugh.
God, the music. The goof could spout random trivia about the weirdest music. Bands you've never even heard of. But I loved it.
Like a Metallica?
And I loved him.
Or the Beatles?
It sounds dumb. A little girl feeling responsible for some full-grown geezer. I didn't care, though. I wanted to prove how much he meant to me. And that's how it worked for the longest time. But then he got sick.
Huddle down the beer and reach for another one. Mariah shoves her hand in front of me and pops off the cap. Right as the next cycle of heartbreak starts closing in. I whisk back the bottle and force it down. Soapy foam rushes to the top and spills over as I pull it back. Mariah only shrugs.
That festival? He was the one who bought those tickets. It was gonna be our trip. That didn't happen. I failed at my job. But I could at least take the trip for him and try to make up for it. Then I met Marina.
A smile slips onto my face. Despite everything, even just saying your name makes me feel cheerful.
She was really cute and needed a ride, not to mention oblivious. Maybe it was just instinct, but I wasn't gonna let someone so innocent fend for themselves in the desert.
Are we gonna go over the whole visual novel now?
I didn't plan on sticking around for long, but when we found the first part of the treasure, I don't know. I told myself I was gonna stick with her because I had to pay off Gramps' hospital bills and funeral. But the truth is, I stuck with her because it felt like it was a second chance. I could do some good. Help and protect someone who really needed it. And the closer I got with Marina, the more I felt like she was my responsibility. But even more than that, when I was with her...
My voice cracks, trembling under the weight of my words.
I was happy. It was like Gramps was never even gone. Then I remembered he was, and I completely shut down. Marina tried comforting me, but I just took advantage of her. When I woke up, I realized that's what I'd been doing this entire time. I was never protecting her. I was just using her to cope with Gramps.
Okay, now go back to her immediately. And, like, you won't You'll stumble, but you won't fall flat on your face. I swear, if this game does the good old wait until the last possible moment to go back and, you know, reunite the couple who's about to leave or something, I'm just done.
So I bought her a ticket home. She yelled and cried, but I did it anyway. I didn't just fail Gramps. I made this trip about me, and I hurt Marina. I don't deserve to be happy, and I don't deserve her.
Soaking in the silence, I blink away an annoying watery speck in my eye and fight back a few sniffles.
You done?
Oh, she said yeah. Mariah polishes off the rest of her drink and slams it down, rattling the other empty bottles on the table. Smacking her lips, she stretches her neck. Each bone cracks one after the other, setting off in a delayed trail. Then she turns to me and speaks.
You're a dumbass.
Thank you, Mariah! Mariah suddenly became the best character. Wow. I pause.
Excuse me?
You heard me!
Mariah launches herself at me, and once as her breath streaks out, it smells bad before, and looks like she rinsed her mouth with
God,
whiskey.
you piss me off!
A growl emerges from deep within her throat as she looks me over. Then, as if acting on simple instinctive desire, she delivers a stiff smack to the back of my head. For a split second, everything's fuzzy white. The infuriating image of a snarling Mariah greets me as my vision fades back, partnered with an even more infuriating throbbing.
Ow! What the hell? Why are you hitting me? I just spilled my guts to your jerk ass!
Shut up! I'm talking now!
Okay, Mariah, save the visual novel. You can do it! Come on, banana girl! Mariah stumbles off the couch, gripping the table for support. Her face is darkened by several shades of red since I've gotten here.
Listen here, thief! Dead is dead. Your dear old granddad ain't crying up in heaven because you decided to do some bride in the back of his RV.
Her words burn right to their fiery core. Can't believe I ever thought I could count on Mariah.
Where'd you even get off saying?
I said shut up! Get over your snooze fest of a sob story.
That was I've brought up this remark before. Whenever they cut off in voice acting, how it always sounds like they're cut off intentionally. She said sayin, not like saying how you'd say saying where you'd be cut off. She said saying, like, you know, with an accent.
You got the girl and you got my treasure. But no! You can't be happy because of some stupid phony sense of obligation.
Thank God for Mariah.
And that's another thing.
Her voice gets louder as her words get sloppier, slipping and sliding over each other. I couldn't get a word in, even if I tried. All I can do is listen stone-faced as the lashes keep on coming.
Who the hell do you think you are? What gives you the right to be some self-righteous guardian? You don't look after people because you have to prove yourself. You do it because...
She stops and scratches her head. I lean in, her breath frozen by anticipation as she tries to decode her own logic.
Because you just do. Okay? I swear, that annoying complex of yours is gonna smother you and everyone else.
Mariah grabs another bottle and swings it straight down on the sharp corner of the table. The cap summer salts through the air. By the time it lands, she's already chugged most of it.
But I used her.
That's right. Obligations, second chances, complexes. None of that means anything. This is all said and done. I use Marina to make myself happy.
You call that using? Give me a break. I use those slackers all the time. That's using. And you know what? Who cares? That did use you to find the treasure, didn't she? Hell, if anything, you probably don't use her enough. I'd feel like a real jackass if some dumbass were calling me all the time and all I could do was sit there. People use people all the time. That's what makes them family.
Mariah takes one last swig of her beer, then with a glint of sadness in her eyes, stares into the empty bottle.
So if you're gonna hate yourself, find a reason that doesn't suck.
Her face breaks from red to sickly green. The bottle falls from her hand and onto the floor. She rocks side to side, like a sailor that's lost her sea legs.
Hey, you don't look so good.
For a quick moment, Mariah's cheeks bloat up. Just as quickly, she swallows.
I'm fine. Just need to drink it off.
Yeah, that'll help. She wobbles back to the couch and collapses next to me. Neither of us speak. Mariah groans, holding her stomach as she feels around for the bottle opener. Look at a pile of empty bottles building up on the table.
What happened to not caring?
I don't. I just prefer my treasure not being in the filthy hands of an idiot.
Did I just get chewed out by Mariah? You deserve it. Even worse, did some of it actually make sense? Or is it just the booze? What do you mean some of it? It's all, well, more or less right. Unable to spare the energy to lean forward, she stretches her arm way out for another beer, but I just catch it in time and grab a hold of her hand.
You need to quit! You've had way too much!
Eat me!
She slaps my hand away and snags 2 more beers, shoving one of them into my stomach.
You're an idiot, but whether or not you want to keep being one is up to you.
I don't know. I need to think about it.
Mariah rolls her eyes.
Dumbass.
Wait, what do you mean you need to think of? What is there to think about?
You're an idiot, but whether or not you want to keep...
What? Amber. She's actually like one of the most. Right now, she's one of my disliked visual novel protagonists ever. Just communicate. Go. Go tell Marina, yo. Hey. Say exactly that, yo, hey. And everything will be solved. Hold on, I have to cut the video. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. We're back. I think I said that line. Well, no, I didn't. I don't remember saying acidity today. Nothing she says burns anymore. Now only stings the acidity of truth. Getting over it. Letting Marina in. Really letting her in. It's just not that easy. It's never been that easy. But if I don't... Well, but if I don't... Okay, that's a complete sentence. Putting my hand on my thigh, I squeeze the outline of the cassette. Mariah raises out her beer and grunts. Sighing, I raise up mine and we clink them together.
Jerk-ass.
Is that a saying? A word, rather? And you're going to her immediately. No. Massaging the drunk away, I nurse my head as it pounds in rhythm with my heartbeat. The table has become a stockpile of empty promises and broken dreams. Foundation beneath it, even emptier bottles. Mariah is still at my side, slumped over and passed out. She might be super heavyweight, but decided to stick around and keep an eye out on her. Soon, Joe and Tess will be back and they can take care of the rest. Watch the slight movements of her chest as she breathes in and out. She's gonna fall asleep. Saying her so quiet is eerie. It's hard to believe there's still a person underneath all that yelling and obsessiveness. But there she is. People use other people all the time. That's what makes them family. Sounds gross and awful. Those words have been echoing inside me ever since she said them. I use Marina to cope. There's no denying that. Mariah said that Marina used me to find the treasure. If that's true, then why don't I feel used? Why did I always feel genuinely wanted by her? She relied on me. Is that using? That's all I ever wanted her to feel like she could do. Her trust was the most important thing to me. No matter how much I wanted it, I knew I didn't deserve it. Because I felt like I was betraying Gramps and would just drag her down with me. What about her, though? Marina was furious when I left, but she wanted to understand. She wanted to help. Wanted her to rely on me, but maybe she wanted me to rely on her too. What? No. Reaching into my pocket, I pull out the cassette and hold it in the palm of my hand. The sight of the ribbon, all torn and tangled, doesn't choke me up or ignite a bitter explosion of anger like earlier. All it does is serve as a numbing reminder of all my regrets. Her wording was off, but Mariah was right. Never let myself rely on Marina. From the very start, I always treated her like a kid, and never as an equal. No wonder she got upset. She wanted to do as much for me as I was doing for her, but I'd never let her in long enough for that to happen. First, she wanted to say no if I made a move. It was the only opportunity she had. I go back as I am now, things will never get better. I'll just keep treating Marina like a kid, never letting her in. She'll just smile and bear it until she explodes like earlier. What? Amber. I know what I have to do, and yet there's like a betrayal thing than anything else I've done this far. More like a betrayal thing than... What? Okay. But if I don't do it, then I can never truly hope to do right by Marina. Stagger to my feet. Turning around, I take one last look at Mariah before deciding to take off her bandana and lay her out on the side. Can't take her banana off. That's suicide.
In another life, maybe you would be my type.
Oh, Highway Blossoms spin-off! Where instead of Marina, it's Mariah stuck on the side of the road with Joe and Tess. They go on a road trip together. Then I walk to the door, take a breath, and step outside. The night sky is deep and clear, embedded with a rich blue draped behind the glow of the constellations. Its light is all that guides me as I sludge my way through the thickness of the sand, wandering from Mariah's RV with a destination of nowhere. No, just go. Amber. Finally, I've gone far enough, where the haze of the city lights can't be seen, and where the distance of the motorhome can't be gauged. I'm alone. For the first time, I'm truly alone. Free from the treasure, free from the festival, free from responsibility, free from even Marina. Sitting down, I sink into the sand and look at the stars.
Remember that time in Wyoming? When we camped out on the Great Plains? The whole sleeping under the stars thing seemed like the coolest idea ever to little me.
I haven't heard about Wyoming, and like... Is it Wyoming or Wyoming? Like, it's spelled Wyoming, but I always hear people say Wyoming. Like, but I haven't heard about Wyoming. I would say it like that. I forgot it existed. I forgot that was the name of a state. Like, when was the last time you heard someone mention Wyoming? I don't know. It's the least populous and second least densely populated. Oh. I thought your island was the least populated. Because, you know, it's the smallest. Huh. I forgot Wyoming existed.
You were so excited to teach me about the constellations. Didn't matter that you sucked at astronomy, you just kept mislabeling them. I made sure to read up on them later, by the way. That was the Big Dipper, not Hal's guitar.
No, they're just right next to each other. They look similar.
But that's okay. I still got a kick out of it. Besides, that's not the type of thing I expected to learn from you anyway. What I really remember from that trip was the s'mores.
Some more what?
Pretty sure you only liked them burned because you were so old. Really stuck with me, though. Can't have s'mores any other way now. I think I may have converted someone else to the burned side, too. She has a huge sweet tooth, though, so I shouldn't be too surprised. Still, it made me really happy when she said she liked it.
I stared down and pet the cassette, reeling my thumbs over its holes and brown blotches and stains.
I think you'd like her a lot. She's a sweetheart. Always cheery and nice, even when she really shouldn't. Don't know how she does it, but she can somehow deal with me and my moods. This is her first time ever leaving home, and it shows.
Maybe it's just because I'm already in a negative mindset, but this scene just feels really cheesy, I guess? Cliche? One of those. The only way I could feel it is like more cheesy is like if her grandpa showed up as like a Force ghost, like in Star Wars. I've seen Star Wars.
I worry about her a lot.
I saw it for the first time a few years ago. Back when 7 came out. I haven't seen 8 yet. But I've seen the original 3 and 7. And I saw Rogue One. Rogue One was actually awesome.
Kinda like how I worried about you. Kinda like how I still do.
Sorry, I'm talking about... Well, the stars. A tear drips onto the cassette. I didn't even notice it trailed down my cheek, or the rest.
Maybe I got attached too easily and really did use her. But I don't want to leave. I love her so much.
How about you just talk to her?
And I want to prove I'm worth loving too.
I just realized something. Have Amber and Marina talked about their relationship at all over the course of this visual novel? I can't think of even a line where they do. Like, they held hands, kissed, there's an H thing, but like, have they ever talked? Like, just, oh, we're dating. Yeah, cool. Have they even acknowledged that? Have they? They've had... Right? Yeah? Maybe? I don't know. I'd have to go back. Maybe there was a scene where they did. I don't know.
Would you hate me? Would I be letting you down if I decided to be happy instead?
Gaze up at the sky through my blurry vision. The stars don't answer back. They just keep twinkling. I lower my head. The cassette feels like lifeless dead weight in my palm. Because I've seen the VN database post where their Graham showed up as a character, I'm actually scared that they're going to pull the good old Force Ghost on us. Or she like imagines what he'd say if he was alive. Please don't do this. My breath shakes and the next words slip out in a whimper.
I'm sorry.
Dig my fingers in the ground, scraping away the sand as sharp grains nudge between my nails. A shallow hole forms, a pile of dirt laying next to it. I can barely stomach looking at the cassette as I lay it down in its grave. It glance away as I slide the dirt back over the hole. That's a not very subtle symbolism. When I look back, a corner of it still sticks out, only partially buried. It's reaching out, grasping for me. Cover my eyes and pinch away the tears. It's still there. It will always be there, but I don't have to acknowledge it.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Maybe I'm being too cynical about this game, but like, if you ask me if I liked it or disliked it, I'd say I like it. I think it's like basically average, which most people think average is a bad thing, but like an average story, I'd say an average story takes effort to put out. I'd say like, well, you get what I mean. I'm not saying it's average in the sense that it's in 50% of stories are better, 50% of stories are worse. Just, I'd say the average story is bad. Do you get what I mean by that? Like, I'm saying this is like a 5 out of 10. It has good parts, it has bad parts. The main thing I just can't stand Amber anymore. I don't know when she went from likable to, I don't really like you. Everything else is fine, like, but the drama that's been happening, like, I've seen this almost exact story hundreds of times. Like, can we not do it again? I mean, I know, bad moment to do this. I usually save this for the end, but I just feel nothing right now. Like, I'm just like, I'm done. Apathy. That's what I feel. Drenched in sweat, I gasped to life and hacked the sand out of my mouth. Ever since, like, Marina gambled the gold to Mariah, it's just been a sharp drop in quality, basically. Even after they got the third... Right when that race for the third treasure happened is when I think it started to decline. Because at that point, that's when they kind of stopped caring about the gold and their road trip and stuff, and started focusing on their relationship, which is built up to this drama. They should have handled them at the same time. Like, they should have handled the road trip and their relationship together, not get the road trip over with so we can focus on their relationship. It's like with the fourth treasure, like, they did the fourth treasure in like 20 minutes maybe. They're just like, okay, we gotta finish this so we can get cute girls kissing each other. Then everyone high-fived. Anyway, let's keep going. I ranted enough. I can read again now. Memories from the night before start flooding back as I choke down a lump in my throat. The desert, the tape, the stars.
Marina!
And she fell asleep, and it's gonna be like 10 a.m. My head straps to the sky. Sun is already a quarter of the way done with the cycle. Soon, if it hasn't already, the taxi will pick Marina. It's a bus. And I'll never see her again. All because I couldn't let myself trust Marina.
Damn it!
Slam my fist down, kicking up a pitiful plume of sand. You know, you don't have a phone, so why do you not own a watch? Even if I ran, I'd never be able to make it in time. And we go get Mariah. If only I had the motorhome. Wait.
Mariah!
Okay, now I'm allowed to rant again, right? Can I just skip the next 10 minutes? Can I just skip to the end? There's a chance they might still be camped out nearby. Wiping the tears from my eyes, I spring to my feet and spring in the direction of their motorhome, leaving the half-aired cassette behind me. If I wasn't this close to the end, I would have dropped it already, honestly. I could just hope that it sticks the landing somehow and it's not bad. Like, Amber and Marina talk to each other, and then maybe something good will happen. Please still be there. Please still be there. Sure enough, it's right where I was last night. I ran up and pounded on the door, knocking harder and louder until someone answers. Looking up with wide eyes, Tess opens the door and stares at me.
Tess is
Amber.
Oh,
Tess is
you know,
Amber.
no more voice acting. Joe slinks up the couch and joins Tess at the door.
Sheesh, you're a wreck. Everything okay?
Where's this bandana? This headband. It's gone. So, this is important. The thing he wears that doesn't cover his hair completely but goes around his head. That's called a headband, correct? What about the thing that's used to push your hair up out of your forehead? That's also called a headband. So, why are they called the same thing? They're both headbands. I think the one that pushes your hair up should not be called a hairband. Because the one that's like this, that Joe wears, it's a band that goes around your head. Headband. Like, that's not what... Yeah.
quick. The time.
Huh?
The time. What time is it?
Looks to the invisible watch on his wrist, then switches between all the walls before Tess digs around in her shorts and hands him a chain pocket watch.
10 o'clock, apparently.
He turns to Tess.
When did you start carrying this around?
Why the hell's it so freaking loud?
Oh. I like that effect. Bottle comes hurling towards Joe, but he ducks at the last second, letting it shatter across the wall.
Oh yeah, she smashed the last one.
15 minutes. There's still time.
Thought it was 30 minutes. It leaves at 10:30. Amber, we went over this.
Whoa, slow down a sec. Time for what?
I know this is short notice, but I need a ride.
A ride? Now?
I said shut the hell up!
Another bottle comes flying towards him, but this time Tess hops and snatches it up. What? Did you, Tess? He looks across the room, then back to me.
Now's probably not the best time.
Sis's hangovers are lethal.
No! We need to leave now!
Do you not remember what I said I'd do with the jumper cables the next time you...
What is she gonna do with the jumper cables? Nursing her forehead and lifting up another bottle, Mariah stomps over, only to freeze when she sees me.
Mariah, I need a ride. Please. You were right. I made a big mistake, and if I'm not back at our hotel in 15, I'll never see Marina again.
Just keep going. The motor phone falls silent, all eyes on Mariah. Her face is blank, unreadable compared to all the crazy sounding scowls she usually wears. Finally, she speaks.
All right, let her in.
I'm really sorry, but you know how she... Wait. For real?
Where's her bandana? Okay, she took it off. Mariah closes her eyes and takes a deep, long breath.
Before I change my mind...
I haven't been this out of a visual novel or game I've recorded since I got to the Danganronpa V3 ending for the first time. But I came around to that one. I don't think I'm going to come around to this. I mean, it would be great if I did, but I don't think I will.
Well, what do you know? Miracles actually do happen.
The desert heat has thawed her icy heart.
Yeah, just shut up and get ready.
I hop in. Then the two scurry and batted down the hedges, strapping shut all the cupboards and shelves. Grabbing a banana, Mariah ties it around her head and then I shuffle around and try to spit out a thank you.
So, I should probably...
We're all set. I'll take the wheel.
Joe rushes past us with the keys, but Mariah trips him and snags them from his hand.
No way! You drive like an old man. I'll drive.
No, I drive like a normal person. You just happen to drive like a maniac. Besides, you're hungover.
It'll be fine. Come on.
They both dart over to me from the front seats and the RV roars to life.
Tess, hair of the dog.
Tess nods and runs to the fridge, grabbing a bottle that looks like a lot like the ones from last night, except this one has a picture of the devil on it. She tosses it over to her sister, who showcases the same catching talent as her.
Now that's what I'm talking about.
Settling the bottle in the cup holder, Mariah sticks her head out the window and backs up the motorhome. Joe shakes his head, repressing the devil's brew with a nearby water bottle while she isn't looking.
You're going to need to hang on tight, by the way.
Huh? Why?
Oh, it's not a CG. No, it's not. Does this count as a CG? That question is immediately answered as I'm plugging around the couch. There's a small frame crashes into me.
It doesn't hurt as much if you relax your muscles.
The RV speeds forward. The license plate wind chime dings in a chaotic disunion as the bottles and cans roll across the floor, clanging together whenever they meet. Even the table is seesawing back and forth. I look out the window. Mariah flinks onto the road, cutting off an entire lane of cars. I love the effects they do with this game. I'll give them that. I'll give them that. The RV hits the ground and bounces. I managed to keep my head from bashing the cot above me. Jess lets herself get tossed around, rolling across the floor with the trash.
So where exactly am I going?
The hotel downtown. You'd have to be stupid to miss it.
Remember who you're talking to here.
Hotel? You didn't spend any of my treasure on that, did you?
Mariah glares back at me, oblivious to everything on the other side of the windshield.
I might have used a nugget to bribe the manager.
What? I'll kill you!
Save the cat fight for later. There are more important things to focus on right now, like the road!
Also the delivery of that line. That just felt really bad.
The road will always be there, Joe. My treasure won't.
Treasure or our lives?
Treasure. I think everyone here already knows the answer to that one.
I had Tess do the math. The treasure's worth more than any of you. Watch out!
A big rig comes speeding towards us, blasting its deafening horn. The last second, Mariah swerves back into her lane as the truck barrels past us. The motorhome hits a bump and bounces up again. Unprepared, poor Joe's head hits the ceiling, knocking the light from his eyes. If I squint hard enough, I can see even his soul drift away from his body.
Sis, I think Joey's dead.
About damn time! It's getting annoying.
Whoever voice acts Tess, they deserve, like, a certificate for that line. Tess salutes her fallen comrade. It's always the sand ones who die first. We zoom past the town's welcoming center. Not far at all now.
Tess, what time is it?
10:12.
Grit my teeth and glare out the window. Please don't be there. Downtown comes into view. The strip of familiar stores and restaurants start forming. Mariah races down the street, ignoring all traffic lights and pedestrians as people leave out of the way and cars break into other lanes.
We're almost there. Get ready.
The hotel looms just up ahead. Through the windshield, I can see Marina holding out into a small suitcase as she prepares to step into the cab. Alright, that's 30 minutes. I could call it there. I don't know if I can handle more today. My voice cracked a little there. Just give me like 10 more episodes and I'll finish it. If I just rant between like every line, I can get through this. I'm hoping it comes back. Just... It probably won't, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, you can tell I've stopped since... I don't want to say having fun because... You know, Tess and Joel moving around the screen was pretty cool. And the way Mariah CG is here, that's pretty neat too. Presentation, 10 out of 10. Everything else? 0. No, it's not 0 out of 10. It's not that. Like, it's average. Purely average. Which is like, kind of, you know. When you go in expecting it not to be purely average. Kind of sucks when it is. Although I didn't go in expecting like 10 out of 10. I just went in expecting like a road trip. A road trip that's equally road trip and Yuri. But instead we just got road trip. Get that out of the picture. Now we just Yuri with bad drama. Yeah. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye.